Oprah rushed to the hospital, and stuff is coming out of both ends of her body, her butt and her mouth. It's not as though she's always had stuff coming out of her mouth as well, but this time it's in physical form. This is after she started taking a weight loss drug that she's been endorsing the hell out of, a drug that is currently not approved for that use for good reason. And now she's at an emergency hospital being treated for severe trauma, stomach trauma, I mean, really, let's get into this. This is why people like Oprah lose all credibility. This woman was a fraud when she saw it in September, when she sat on that stage on September 2023, the Weight Watchers stage. And these are her words. Oprah Winfrey admits she refused to take Ozempic and Wegovy for weight loss. That is the easy way out. Oprah Winfrey has admitted that she wrestled with the idea of getting the weight loss drug Ozempic, but refused as she felt it was taking the easy way out. It's important that I give you the date, which is September 2023. And then she goes, how it affects everybody. At one point during the panel, Winfrey says she had a few thoughts on the latest Hollywood weight loss trend. The FDA-approved prescription medication of Ozempic is approved for diabetes, not for weight loss, as far as I'm aware. The drug, also known by brand names like Wegovy and Mounjaro, consists of semaglutide and tirzepatide. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And it is prescribed to doctors to transform how the brain addresses appetite and satiation. Actually, it was for diabetes. Okay, so she says, shouldn't we all be more accepting of whatever body you choose to be in? That should be your choice, Winfrey said to her fellow panelist on that Weight Watchers, which she had part of the, I believe she had shares in that company. Even when I first started hearing about the weight loss drugs, at the same time I was going through the knee surgery, and I felt I've got to do this on my own, because if I take the drug, that's the easy way out. As someone who was shamed in the tabloids every week for 25 years for not having the willpower to work on her own weight. And Winfrey said it was demoralizing to see it become so popular. It's hard to see you ostracized in the way you've been, because this isn't about willpower. It's not your fault. This is what the doctor was trying to explain to her. But as Oprah said, that she felt it was terrible that people were taking weight loss medication. This is in September 2023. Why do I go on about it? I think we all know why. I mean, there's not even a question of what I think is what's going on here, guys. This woman sat on that stage shaming people who were taking weight loss medication while she had been on that medication herself for months. And she was using baggy clothes, trying to make herself look big because she didn't want people to know she was losing that much weight that quickly, because even with Weight Watchers, you don't lose it that quickly. So she was committing fraud on that stage at the very same time. Not only when she was on Weight Watchers, because she was defrauding the Weight Watchers program because she already knew she was taking the weight loss medication. And then afterwards, it's not that she voluntarily gave up her shares. When Weight Watchers found out what was going on, they called her out on it because she could have ended up in jail for fraud. And this is why she gave up her shares, not willingly, but this is how the media put it out. It was not a friendly split. And of course, then suddenly we have Oprah endorsing weight loss, doing that show. Oh my God, where she comes crying. You are shaming me. You are shaming me. You are shaming me because I'm taking weight loss medications. No, Oprah, you were shaming other people for doing it the hard way, like you say. And it wasn't until she bought shares on the weight loss drug that she suddenly started endorsing. And she even did her show. It's like, oh, I'm going to let go of the shame of being overweight. I want to be able to eat an apple pie it was such a relief to be able to eat an entire apple pie and I didn't gain 8 pounds. Maybe try to eat sensibly, exercise more. I mean, if you want to come here, I can put you to work at the farm and you will lose weight in no time because you'll be working your ass off. Now she's rushed to the hospital. And Gail lets it slip that stuff was coming out of both ends of her body, her mouth and her ass. Shit was coming out of her ass and her mouth. Shit has been coming out of her mouth for many years, but now we can see it, you can smell it, or vomiting. Now, that's one of the side effects. There's this gentleman in Australia who lost his wife because pretty eerily, the symptoms of what we're watching Oprah go to emergency rush at the hospital are very similar, because what happens is in a lot of cases, the stomach muscles stop working, so they can't push the food to the intestine, so they can be expelled. And if the stomach muscles don't work in the esophagus, then the food gets impacted. It also gives you severe diarrhea in a lot of cases, which is really what we're seeing with Oprah Winfrey. Throwing up, diarrhea, impacted stomach, that can lead to death. And she's committing fraud again, in my very humble opinion, because she's not being honest as to why she ended up at the hospital, because now she's claiming that's the flu. You don't go to the emergency room for the flu like that. And it is too much of a coincidence that her symptoms are very much like the symptoms, the side effects of the weight loss drug that she's taking right now. She's still being irresponsible with other people because she's a public figure and a lot of people follow her advice. And a lot of people are going to buy that expensive weight loss drug instead of doing exercise and eating healthier, because that's what it is. You can eat anything you want, but then it takes away your appetite because you're not that hungry. And then you get diarrhea, then you vomit and you can die. But I wonder, Oprah, and I'm going to tag you in all of this, if you're going to be honest enough, because you have a weight on your shoulders when you are endorsing drugs like this, and you're using a platform to put it forward to the public who are trusting that you've done the due diligence on the information that you're putting out. And they're trusting that what you're telling them is the truth because you have that responsibility. So she needs to come clean and say what's happened there, because I don't believe for 1 second that is the stomach flu, but because of course she bought shares. She's going to die with that version of this truth, her truth. That's going to be my truth. Oprah's telling her truth. Medical facts don't lie. There's the side effects. And guys, the side effects are here. It says dizziness. These are side effects. Diarrhea, fatigue, nausea, headache, gallbladder disease, constipation, abdominal pain, heartburn, dehydration, pancreatitis, allergic reaction, hypoglycemia, bloating, tachycardia, kidney problems, diabetic retinopathy, I don't know what that is, belching, hair loss, hunger, dysphagia, gas, depression and digestion, thyroid cancer. Those are the side effects of the drug that this woman is now endorsing and using her show and her platform to deceive people because she bought shares and because she doesn't want to eat an entire apple pie. If you don't want to gain weight and look like a pig, simply do your exercise. Don't eat an entire apple pie. Eat a slice. Walk. But she doesn't want to change her eating habits, and she's making a lot of money out of this drug, which, by the way, is approved for diabetic use, not for weight loss. I don't know if they've finally approved it. I know they've done a pill, but this is what you're getting with. And I'm going to tell you here because Oprah won't. And I hope that this video gets seen by people. The side effects of these drugs are dizziness, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, headache, abdominal pain, fatigue, gallbladder disease, heartburn, hypoglycemia, pancreatitis, allergic reaction, bloating, tachycardia. Tachycardia is heart problems, by the way. kidney problems, thyroid cancer, belching, diabetic retinopathy, indigestion, gas, hair loss, depression, dysphagia, and hunger. And if you're lucky, you might lose some weight. And if you're lucky, you get to live. So this woman is lying because now she's come out trying to rectify what Gayle King, her lover, said. And I don't understand why this woman who preaches understanding for the LGBTQI, whatever letters are, community, why won't she come out of the closet with Gayle? I don't understand it. But now, because Gayle went and opened her big mouth and said that Oprah, probably she thought it was serious. Because I am sure it was serious for Gayle to have said something. She probably thought Oprah is about to kick the bucket, that she had to say something. But now that Oprah is in stable condition, and they say, oh, she wasn't at the hospital. She was at the hospital. Oprah was at the hospital. I don't even know if she's still there. But she was at the hospital. It was a rush to emergency because of the drugs that this woman is peddling. Think of that. Oprah is a fraudster. John of God, Harvey. I mean, Bill Cosby, what she did to Michael Jackson. I mean, what she's done to everybody, the lies that she's put out. Never mind Meghan Markle and Harry, all the lies, the people she's backing. She's backing Meghan Markle, a known liar who has divided everybody and every family she gets in touch with. That's who she backs, the kind of people she backs. Liars, deceivers, bullies. Is that the woman you want to follow? Just eat less, exercise a little bit more. That's it.